Hello everybody, we have got a breaking news here. Max Verstappen is retiring the Formula 1 after 12 years. What is going to happen now?
Stand by to see cars at more than 210 miles an hour blasting their way down the strip. F1 has taken over. It's F1 fever, Las Vegas.
Here we are, the Las Vegas is finally here and it's raining for the qualifying and it's supposed to rain as well in the Sunday long front. So that's be exciting to see some big changes and talk with up with the issue already with our talk, which sucks so much, but it's fun. And I do want to also quickly talk about this situation with Max Verstappen as he is now, of course, officially announced his retirement at the age of 31 years old. If my math is correct, he will be 31 already in the summer. So this season, that is last one and it's tiring and it sucks. But like talked about the performance is top, your third back top with Ferrari, Sutton and McLaren in third. That McLaren had the big resurgence and we can see that rather standing. Max Verstappen is leading the championship by 9 points while Charles Leclerc is behind 12 points to Max Verstappen and Lando Norris, who had a massive, I don't know, jump, but he was performing quite badly in the beginning of the season, then somehow found the momentum and got himself up at Max Verstappen. He's been quite steady in everything he does, but the cars not being quite and he already crossed the line for the qualifier and really none of it matters because we had to change everything in our components because we need to replace the internal combustion engine. So rather than to change one, we chose to all get the best power possible for Phoenix and Abu Dhabi, because don't forget in Abu Dhabi, while the construction championship that seems a little bit out of reach, but in the Marvel Championship, sure can definitely be battled with Carlos start, I believe, and we'll be starting P22. So let's see how this famous long plane will go.
Welcome along to Las Vegas. It's Viva Las Vegas tonight. I can't wait to see what this place has in store for F1 tonight. Well, tonight we go racing around the bright lights of Las Vegas, 3.8 miles under the Nevada night sky and thousands of neon lights. There are landmarks everywhere you look, punctuating the 17 corners and 2 DRS zones. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Gasly, Piastri, Carlos Sainz, and Albon, Verstappen, Antonelli, Tsunoda, and Isaac Hadjar, Colapinto, Ocon, Jack Doohan, and Tramnitz, Maloney, Hulkenberg, Jack Crawford, and Paul Aaron, Behrman, Lawson, Bortoletto, and George Russell ends our grid lineup. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again? But, you know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts to build, that inner confidence is what you need. And you can carry that through to future races, including this one, and you set that ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've got that first race win or a win at any stage, it can start to roll with you in a good way.
Like, we are now getting ready for famous long point, and I've mentioned about Carlos being a rival, so it Gasly and up the Piastri all of them are within the 20-point gap. So I need to win if I want to beat Piastri. That's what I need to do. So let's see how this famous long run will go. We start in the back, hoping for one stop. It's doable for 2 stops with the lane. So basically, we can start hard, which we are on right now. Hopefully go long with it while the other going into bot, and then the instrument tire comes on when the race started. Then apparently it's lined up, so when it lined up, soft tire on. That's the plan. That's what I envision. But sometimes those plans never go to plan, unfortunately. So we have to wait to see what might happen at your app now and lined up to the race, waiting for things 5 red light with the perfect party from Russell, but can that pay off for him? And it's now going to be light down, and away we go with a famous long plan distracting the final race of the season. Lando Norris is now leading the charge of the famous long plan. Albon in P7 at the early P6. We've got Max Verstappen, of course, within the time, and it's just around the corner with George Russell now popped up into P12. What a star had that man managed to do. That is one of the best stars he probably has done. That templated up, and Charles Leclerc is now battling with Pierre Gasly. They are going to have a good battle. So don't forget Lando, who is behind Max Verstappen in the championship by 9 points. If he wins, he's going to be taking the lead with a very good favourable that goes to him in the Abu Dhabi. So Max Verstappen needs to make some damage limitation. He needs to try and make up loads of places and make sure he either secure a lot of in that point to stay close, or he's gonna miss that out. You never know how this famous might go. And we've got the Piastri, the tour I've spoke about it. Sure, Russell, the rival in the rather standing along with Charles Leclerc. So the championship for them to be very exciting and gatling. And Charles Leclerc continue fighting, and Albon is fighting Max Verstappen. And Albon don't really know he doesn't. It seems like Max had managed to get the exit, but he's doing it side by side into the final corner now. And it's Albon that are taking the petition, and George Russell is now fighting with Yuki Tsunoda. He needs to try to get by. He went quite deep. Thank you, Yuki Tsunoda. Brilliant defended that car to force him up a little bit, and we've got that how George, who Russell had already overtaken, and we can see everything going at the same time. We've got at the alley on the outside of Carlos side and Piastri, and it seems like the clear getaway for them. And it now at the end behind the Piastri might just get ahead of Carlos side, or will side get. It looks like Carlos side have managed to make it work and get to be into P4 with Gasly in P1 and Charles Leclerc in P2, while Lando Norris is confidently leading the long run by 3.4 seconds, all because the car behind are having a proper good hard rating battle for the petition they wanted to achieve. To right now, as it stands, Lando will be taking the lead in the championship, and Charles Leclerc, who could maybe overtake Max Verstappen, which means he will lob into P3, and we've got Alex Albon trying to get onto Max Verstappen. We've got Ocon, who just got himself ahead, well, defended ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, while Russell needs to try and get moving, while we got out that Hazard have now gone side by side with George Russell, and he lost his former, while Russell braked a lot earlier than he should have. I think he got a little bit spooked by this situation. Now he needs to lock in, Russell needs to lock in if he wants to make sure he stays competitive again. So the Ferrari and the Piastri, which we can see in the stand in live timing, that Carlos just overtaken the Piastri. So there, most of these guys got their own battle going on. We've got Verstappen, who is now watching at the alley, making a move on the Piastri. So Piastri's lot of time to Carlos side, and looks like Piastri now going to move to another position to Max Verstappen potentially, and I wonder if Piastri got issue and he had a bit of a wobble coming into the braking. He had a bit of an outside look, but then had to come back in, which is a weird situation that Piastri got going on. But we're now on the famous slip. We can see the live timing of Adriele is far ahead with Max. It's now overtaken Piastri, and Gasly and Charles Leclerc are having a fight. So a lot of things are happening at the same time. I have to try to keep up, don't know. And the Piastri inside of Max Verstappen, can he defend it? Looks like he can. The Piastri remain ahead of Max Verstappen, and we do have Alex Albon. No, he doesn't. I thought he did a sneak up and inside, but he does not do anything about it. As now coming now into the third corner onto the second corner, everything seems to stay the same, but the DR is now going to help Matt a lot. Maybe we can see him making a move right now as he's now going. We also do have Newton Sonona making a move on Esteban Ocon. As you can see, he's on the outside line onto the inside line now, and while Russell can't even really get himself involved because he had to manage the hard tire, because these guys are gonna burn through, and then once the burn through, we got enough where on our tire that can take the advantage and get ahead of these guys at much more faster pace. But again, the lane is unpredictable. They can come at any time, you don't know. And Russell with a fantastic exit got himself right up on the Esteban Ocon. We're going to get the DR, and we can make a very easy pass on Ocon, despite Ocon having the DR on Newton Sonona. I believe he does not have a DR. No, he doesn't, and he's just been double overtaken. But either had Jar to get the small contact being made. But Ocon, I would thought he had DR, but it looks like he just mixed it. I think that's what happened, and Russell is now going to go off for Newton Sonona. So Russell has made up 12 places in just 6 laps. Of course, the first lap, that was 10 places, and then multiple laps gone by, 2 places made up, which is impressive work from George Russell. And we've got Alex Albon, who is now ahead of the Piastri, and Piastri is going to get some pressure from Newton Sonona. This is actually quite favourable situation for Max Verstappen. And speaking of Verstappen, who now on the inside of Adriele, minimal contact there, will they keep it clean, and look like that might just be able to protect Max Verstappen to be passing the course to Timmy Adriele, because some people say they are quite similar when Max Verstappen was at his age, and so far in the past 3 seasons of Adriele's career, he hasn't quite lived up to the hype that we all thought he would have. Maybe Max Verstappen, who is now just overtaking Adriele when he retired, maybe we can see the whole different side of Adriele, because maybe Max Verstappen might mentor Adriele, but he's only 21 years old now, or about 20 years old. Next season he'll be about 21, so I can imagine maybe he will get some support from Max Verstappen once he retires. And we've got Piastri, who is the battle with Newton Sonona, and the last time, and we can see that the battle going on with Aston Martin, and George Russell sneaked up on the inside, overtaking Newton Sonona. Brilliant move from George Russell. That was a fantastic move, and he's now on his way to the Piastri. He's going to dive down the inside. No, he does not. Save behind. He is being clever. He knew the other and knew that as an advantage to attack the car ahead. And I should see maybe a bit of a lane coming down just now or not. Yes, he is. We can see a bit of a lopsided lane. The lane is now started, and Russell is now on the outside of the Piastri. He just made the contact with the wall. Is that going to take time or not? It's just going to be side by side of the Piastri on the outside. George was on the inside. Bit of a deep and low elbows, forcing him to slow down. Russell get ahead of the Piastri. Now P8 for sure. Russell, fantastic drive from this man. This is what we need from him. And the rain is started coming down more and more and more. We are expecting to pit one of the drivers early. More likely Russell to Albon having said anything. Russell had spoke to somewhere early on that he won't be the one to pit early, and we now got at the yellow. You had to defend against Max Verstappen had on wobble. Max Verstappen, what happened there? But it didn't matter. He gone back to her of at the yellow. I have no clue what on earth had to happen there. A lot of Piastri made the contact with George Russell. This is now a treatment we're gonna receive from Otto Piastri. It doesn't matter. Russell saved ahead of Otto Piastri, and Russell had now decided to be the first one to box this lap to put an instrument tyre on, and we got the Williams all-out battle with Esteban Ocon. I've seen Ocon versus Behrman, and Behrman is now in P10, all because Russell has pitted. So you never know, anything could happen right now. Safety car won the flash and come out, and all of the hard work that Russell had made might have fell apart. You don't know, but the big lane is starting to really get in to every single one of them as we just now going to start overtaking Nico, whole team bar, and clearly you can see the lower tyre is up, it's gone, no longer well in the lane. It's instrument tyre time. The Diana is still open, but the harder the lane forward is going to close, and everyone's going to be very, very slow, and it played into Russell's hand. So that is obviously a brilliant news, but in the same lap, going into lap 10, Lando Norris is now going to box. The leader is boxing, Jack is boxing, and at the alley, oh no, at the alley, oh, what happened there? Timmy at the alley made a massive mistake. I think, made the contact with the wall. We're gonna speak about that, but now we can see everyone has boxed it. Albert to the coming now, I believe so. Yes, here we got Yuta Tsunoda, who has taken part of double stack with Max Verstappen. So pretty much almost everyone is doing a double stack, and the one I saved out is Torfor and Timmy at the yellow. We need to find out what happened to at the yellow, and Russell had overtaken Torfor. Thank you for taking so long to let him by. I think now we have to make another hard work target Albon, but here's a replay of the situation of Russell overtaking the racing ball, which we had to really quickly, or otherwise he will hit into us. And of course, at the alley coming up right now. So here's the moment of at the alley. Okay. What on earth had happened? Did he make a mistake in the pit, or did he not want to pit at all? He decided to back out, and that basically ruined everything. I have no idea what Adrian was doing, but that is very, very, very unlucky for Timmy at the yellow. I think he might have made a mistake for coming into double stack, but everyone doing it, so you'll be fine. But unfortunately, you just start falling down the order and lose so much time when you get into the pit, and Leclerc has now taken this second place, and we can expect that we're going to get it very quickly anyway. And at the end, what is he doing? That young man made a big mistake. That is not what you want to see to happen, and I can confirm that he now got a fan wing damage, and we're looking at the back with that had jar, who is now being blocked by Torfor. Making a move, and Torfor is on the medium tyre as well. He's going to fall out of the order. It's not looking good. I don't know why they haven't called in Jack Torfor for double stack. It's a very confusing situation for Jack Torfor, and Timmy at the end got brought in actor who's in P19 with Damon only, the one that we had to overtake quickly before he made any pit lane move, because he was on the outside while Russell was on the inside, and the team does not change the fan win on at the yellow. And it's a slow stop as well. Oh no, he got from bad to worse. Big mistake in the pit, big mistake before he even entered in the pit last lap. I have no idea what is going on with at the yellow. It seems like it's a bad weekend for Timmy at the yellow. Now finally coming out and going straight onto Carlos side, who it made an inside line on Russell, but does not pull off a move, and I can definitely tell you, Russell is a little bit slower in this condition because he actually prioritised the live track Podium to get the best advantage out of it, and we couldn't really do anything about his remaining Podium setup. His setup is completely different, and we've been told by the engine delay to the get run. We might be expecting from wet tire to come on at some point, and Carlos started on the final slip. It now tries to make the move on Russell, and also using Tanola behind. It's fighting with the Piat. Carlos started on the inside now. He got over the curb or made the contact with Russell. I know that the fan wind damage for Carlos side. I think to the bot this lap again, and the Piat jointly on Newton Tanola, and I can confirm Carlos side boxing this lap. I have no idea what happened there for Carlos side. I think he jumped the curb too much. He lost a bit of control, which it looks like it had happened, and made a contact with George Russell. Now we can see the fight with Ollie Behrman and Arthur Hazard for the P9, and it seems like Ollie Behrman now made the move up into P9, but it's not over. Arthur Hazard can get back to on Ollie Behrman. It's on the outside, but Tom Behrman defending on the inside. Will Arthur Hazard get some good exits to help him out ahead of Ollie Behrman? Is now on the inside. Will they get through it clean, or will they come together? And it seems like it's a clean racing so far. Hazard still on the inside. Can he get through? It seems like he just no, he hasn't. We're looking at the standing back and forth, but it is Behrman has now gone back ahead of either Hazard. Are we on board with George Russell, who is to do everything in his power to hold that Piat and his stuff that we even know earlier, and a Dalbon. We had so much time fighting with Carlos start. We lost that time, and now we're losing more time. Mara having to fight Piat with very shoot as it's now coming up but high. We're trying to Sweden, but he does not fall to it, and we still remain ahead. And Piat, from whatever reason, decided to cut the corner. That between Russell was forcing him to take that corner or not, but it doesn't matter. There was no warning to Russell's style of driving. You can tell he kind of inherited that kind of driving from Max Verstappen, I think. But and it doesn't work for that. Okay, it doesn't work for that. Everything changed. Everything changed. That is the big note for that. In the middle of the rain might let up, or it could come down even more, and we got the replay of what happened. And W Bortoletto is the reason why the race flag came out. So we can see he lost the control of the car, which I assume he had touched the curb incorrectly, and then the Spanish car and it stayed in the middle of the track. 2 cars that gone by, and 2 cars that stayed back behind Gabby Bortoletto. Only if he moves quickly enough, it will not be fine. It more likely to be further towards the car, but it doesn't work for that. We can have put down because we can definitely get our hope for the podium, and it's going to be an intimate time, which means the rain is still going. That what's going to happen for the restart. Hopefully Russell to make some progress and get himself up on the podium, and it's now 5 red lights, and the restart is now underway with Lando Norris still on the pole position, still leading the famous long point in lap 16. Well, Jacqueline is taking the front hill to try to get around the outside of Charles Leclerc, and Albon is behind Russell, and he had the fantastic start, and Russell had managed to make up more plates to himself into P4, while Max Verstappen could be losing another position to my teammate of Alex Albon. Albon inside, can he get you on Max Verstappen, or will Max Verstappen get back ahead of Alex Albon? It's a very toxic one for Max Verstappen. Russell gone deep, still tap the play of Max Verstappen. Like I said, totally to not the pace. If he needs to be in top 5 to limit the gap to Lando and Charles Leclerc in the championship, and it seems like that has worked out for Max Verstappen. We've got up the P7, Newton Sonona, P8, I believe so, yeah. And of course, William and Aston Martin is going to be more in a fight with them again. But it's that there's Construction Championship in William versus Aston Martin, and we are talking to the end here about the late in lap 18. It seems like it's going to carry on going to get poorly down, and there's no chance for the tire to come on, unfortunately. So we are likely to finish the lane in the lane, and in lap 19, Max Verstappen tried to get the move, but he lost a lot of time because Russell defending that quite hard, and Alex Albon is now on the move to Max Verstappen, and we can see the Piastri also took follow though. There's going to be 3 more, yes it is, and Max Verstappen is falling back quite a bit, but Max braked a lot later than both Charles Albon braked way more later, and they are all out war for the P5, and Max Verstappen somehow managed to get through, despite being sandwiched by 2 cars. He still made it more, but in lap 20 back on the famous slip, Albon 30, Max Verstappen once again, and the Piastri it pretty much fell back quite a bit, and it is now in battle with Newton Sonona. You can see it's on the outside line, and it's just with Newton Sonona is up into P7, but now in lap 21, just before the famous slip, the taller Max Verstappen tried, but it didn't work out. He now had to try and chase out again. George Russell with Alex Albon is now putting the pressure onto Max Verstappen, and it's now going to, and also Newton Sonona might be joining in the fight to get ahead of his teammates who's of course is leaving, so we might see Newton Sonona is going to take the leadership at the motorsport or not. That is what we're going to find out. As Albon is now fighting the car Sonona, but he lost the play to Newton Sonona, and Max Verstappen is now closing on to George Russell, of course. Very infamous war between them both. Always have a fantastic fighting going on, and George Russell to shoot of him, forcing Max Verstappen off the track quite a bit, taking advantage of that situation, and he pulls away quite a bit, which is now we can see Newton Sonona in famous slip. Now to catch Max Verstappen the Piastri out of nowhere, have made a move on Alex Albon. Can Albon get that place back from the Piastri, or will he lose the place to him? And it seems like Piastri had the 2 exit. He gets through into P7 while Albon is not back in the place, and Newton Sonona is now behind Max Verstappen, and he's also chasing after George Russell. Max Verstappen is not giving up. He knows what he needs to do. He needs that P4 to help his championship out. And we've got Albon and Piastri still doing more fighting. Albon inside, he gets back ahead of the Piastri. This fight we're seeing an absolute extraordinary, but this is what we want to see more from Max Verstappen and for everyone going into the final part of the season in the next race. A contact made between Russell and Max Verstappen. Russell has been sliding, made a contact with Max Verstappen, but Russell stayed ahead of Verstappen and is now behind. And Newton Sonona is going to put the pressure, and I expect to see Newton Sonona maybe making a move on Max Verstappen at some point in the famous slip. But now, let's calm down a little bit and get on board with Charles Leclerc, who is still a P3, 1 second behind Gasly. So Charles Leclerc is in 3rd place, while Lando is still leading the championship, not by a bit margin. It's quite a small one, but it's still a very solid performance from Lando, because right now, as it stands, he will be taking the lead in the championship, and we can see the live timing. He ought to start his final lap. But we got Max Verstappen now getting to the fight with Newton Sonona. Newton Sonona is determined to ruin the chance for Max Verstappen in the championship. At the same time, Piastri is in a fight with Alex Albon, and somehow Piastri just through, and Newton Sonona got ahead of Max Verstappen and is now behind. This is not good for Max. He needs to get back ahead of Newton Sonona and get the fight done. But later in the finish slip, we got Charles Leclerc, who's very much likely to finish in P with Gasly in second place. And we can see the live timing, Max Verstappen and Yuki Tsunoda are going to get into the fight very soon. And Lando Norris is now going to get ready to be very happy, and he's going to take the lead in the World Champion, and he win the famous long plan with Gasly second, Charles Leclerc, and Yuki Tsunoda is going to defend everything he got against Max Verstappen, and he's going to get the or not. Max does not get the Yuki Tsunoda pulled it off. He goes into P5. Max Verstappen, what the pace has he got? Max Verstappen just pulled out on the inside and get the streamline through on Yuki Tsunoda. Wow, what an absolute pace that is. I think Yuki Tsunoda might have pulled back a little bit and let him through. I think he's playing a team game, or he actually has to drop that pace, but I'm not sure. Finish in P4.
And here he comes. It's all go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. And it marks the fact that it's not a fluke. So, you know, their head's in the right space. What more can we see going forwards?
It's time for our podium celebrations. And as ever in Formula One, 3 is the magic number. He raises the trophy over his head. Lando Norris, head and shoulders above the rest today.
And well done to Lando Norris with officially in final with Pierre Gasly second and Charles Leclerc in third, and George Russell in P4, and Max Verstappen finished off the top 5, and is 6 points. Max is 6 points behind Lando, and Charles Leclerc is 13 points behind Lando Norris. So the championship is going to Abu Dhabi. It's a 3-way fight showdown at the Abu Dhabi. It's going to be a very exciting ending to the season, and of course the end of Max Verstappen's career on Formula 1. Thanks for watching. Please like and my video. Do my very appreciate it, and peace out.